what would be considered a tremendous, ridiculous, mountainous amount of success. And I really mean every single bit of enthusiasm in what it takes to be some guy who has some idea to accomplish some goal that has to do exactly with consciousness, technology, connections, just in general, and just living any other way. And we got the full force of the frontier towards a focus that's honestly dealing with what is the truth, which is psychopaths. Psychopaths. The continuous, me personally, hello, here, listen to me here. Me personally, continuously doing literally so many things to try and inspire the higher level of consciousness of these psychopaths. Alright, so what are we talking about here? We're talking about the literal future of leadership, basically the universal peace, just zero-point energy devices in every single home, development of new homes, the unity of the consciousness between surface world, planet Earth, and the inner world of Earth and Gaia, and the connection of the family, the Lemurian family of light, with connecting with the surface family of light, because we're all connected, and all this effort, still like what I'm saying is like a CES crew level effort, like no joke, just all the art forms, just music alone, just the music that I created, those new musicians that I just created, those new violinists, those that new orchestra that I just created, that I just popped in there, that freaking orchestra that keeps, vibrating in and out of this vibrational realm of like light, just appearing, materializing, and then dematerializing, materializing, dematerializing. Just a massive skill, and just this the jam that goes on. I mean, and then so we got a force of music, like an actual force of music that literally just says like force, like it's okay. Here's the ability: force evil, like what the outcome is, and this is literally going to drive the globalists crazy and all the technocrats crazy, which is why it's not going to make sense probably to anybody, but they're literally crazy. See, and I actually lost my train of thought. So amazing. But anyway, literally that consciousness is literally here. And it's just saying, like, oh, the consciousness is present. And, like, there's a huge spotlight on it. Like, it's the literal action that I explained to have that musical force energy be applied to that force of evil. To that, it's literally pure energy. It's pure energy. It's focus. It's intent on a human level. It's intent on a normal, whatever. It's intent on a humanoid level. I say humanoid level because we're all beings in form, and then we move out of form. And anyway, creation. It's in essence uniting with creation. And there's a spark, and I've already talked about this, but it's so divine spark within everything, with all that is. And now I'm communicating with all that is, in tune with all that is. And now I'm just like a telepathic walking being that's beaming light from all different directions, like a super antenna that's like connected to the beings that I've been wanting to conversate with from the inner earth, yet I'm creating new realities that are so spectacularly, fundamentally omnipresent, omniscient, and omnirealmical, and just omni, that I literally, well, I say literally, but I literally just was like omni-lock, and omni-locked. Now, obviously there's no reason for this omni-lock, because why would anybody omni-lock a planet that just needs to not have its quarantine anymore? See what I'm saying? Do you see how ridiculous that is? Anyway, dude, like, literally the amazingness of, like, how much fun this actually is. And, just playing it, the thing is, like, it can be done. Anyway, see, I'm doing two different things here, I'm not only expressing what it means to be a human being, just having to live on this planet without those globalist control, and I'm stating how to live, like, as a being with even higher consciousness, emanating source energy from within this creator being, within this vessel, within this amazing, like, and apparently, like, this guy's apparently this vessel is really amazing. This Earth being is incredibly amazing. I can just say Earth being because I'm that excited about the collective consciousness. So you gotta be at the collective consciousness. I gotta be at the collective consciousness. What is that, like 49th dimension? 49th parallel or something like that? Anyway, like, I feel like I've already talked about that. You know why? Because I literally have. And, why would I bring that up again? There's so many things about the consciousness of actual development that I'm actually leading. And, it's so consciousness level that it's just consciousness. And if I can interact on the higher level of consciousness and ultimately interact with those... Okay, so now I know, like, the team does not just, certainly... just not just apply to, like, those beings that actually have the abilities to remote view and actually have the abilities to, like, have CE5 initiatives and CE5 contacts and be ambassadors to the universe and be ambassadors and be that kind of stuff. And it's just the simple things of the team. And that has nothing to do with, like, any other unique things that family groups can do. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by family groups. I'm not interested in any of that's external. Like, I'm not adding any energy and putting any energy toward that. I'm not doing that. I'm putting all the energy to myself and all the things that I already created and the things that have already been manifested into reality and things that I'm literally are manifesting so fast that they just materialize into reality, because that's like the speed of creation. Or that is the speed of creation. That's creational level. That's creation. And I'm not even talking about the creative level events. Like... I'm just focusing on just the simple fact that we can simply just have. That's weird. It's like, I just want to agree, but that's not what I'm doing. I don't want to just agree with the omnipotent mind, Like, that's not what I go around doing. Like, oh, I just agree with omnipotent mind. Or I just agree with them. And that's what it might seem like I'm doing. Because, like, what I'm trying to explain is literally nothing close to actually who I am, what I feel, what's inside me, what I'm actually doing, what I've been capable of doing, what I just challengingly create. I'm so in tune. Like, I have to be omni level. And that's why I'm so aware of all things. Because in me is all things. And I know all things. And so I'm having those things happen. Things are occurring. There will be manifestations. There will be instantaneous creations. There will be unconditional love. There will be... And it's like something that's in the future. Like, oh, these things are amazing and excellent. Oh, this is the type of... And then it's literally kind of like working in reverse all the way, like, kind of expressing, like, everything from within, from without, from within, from withoutward. Come on, like, what is this disco dance that we're doing? This seriously, like... Or a disco dance that I'm doing. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, my heart is so centered, it's so strong, and so pure, and so perfect, and so absolute that I'm not afraid of anything. I know I can create anything, and I already have no fear. I already have... Love is foundation, because love is super powerful. Is a super powerful foundation. What does that mean? I was just saying that because, no, love inside, the love... Anyway, like, I gotta describe that. Like, I gotta describe the love vessel, like, how this love thing works, and how unconditional love is in tune with all that is, and if you're just in tune with the higher vibrations, with the foundation of love, maybe we might get something done. What kind of attitude is that? Anyway, dude, it's freaking incredible. Like, I feel like expression is, like, the most important thing. Like, everything is expression, and everything is absolutely coming into expression, because the focus upon just the little synchronicities and little synchronicities that are happening from the human level is literally just not enough. It's almost like it's not enough. It's literally just a freaking creational vessel that just sits and parties and has a mind state that's fatty, And it's like, oh, this is all joy, this is all magical, and we're just all supposed to have fun. You're like, yeah, that's supposed to happen, Like, all the consciousness assisted technologies and all the technology assisted consciousnesses consciousnesses, like the plural. And then all the ways, the reasons why all these beings come to visit us, or why all these beings are here on the earth, or why these beings even communicate with us, or why we're even aware that these beings are here, or why we even have a team, and why we're actually communicating with a team that communicates with all that is, and then say that we have a team that communicates with all it is, when in fact, we are all that is, and we have a team that communicates with all it is. Like, isn't that just, like, awesome? Just double negative? You can have both and have neither, and have either, and have either, you know? It's a multiple, super multi-racial where everything is inclusive, all things are inclusive, and like, there's nothing that's going to be left out. Because why? Because there's no way that anything is going to be left out. Like, it's so awesome. Like, I can just talk about this because I want to, and I will, and I probably can, but I really shouldn't put my focus towards this. I really shouldn't put my focus on anything external, especially towards the psychopaths that are trying to run and manage and control these multinational enterprise, like this multinational corporation thing. Foundation and just rule everything, and it's just absolutely ridiculous because we've already I say we, you know, that's how consciousness I am, whatever, I just assume, because, you know, I'm obviously right and perfect, I'm leading regardless into a new age, and I just know that's beside me, so I'm able to carry it wherever I go, and I'm not afraid of anything, and I'm not unaware of, like, whatever's going to happen. You know, I am precognition. You know, I have the abilities to know what's going to happen. I have the abilities to be in control of my reality and control of my future, because I create my reality. I am a creator and in tune with the creator internally exists in me. Why do I say that? Because, like, literally, these creative powers are amazing, because I literally just am in tune with the synchronicity level of very high, fast vibrational energies that have to do with the beneficiary notification, unity, and unity consciousness of all that is. That's here on planet Earth. Yeah, all that is all that is, but all that is also is, you know, there's got to be a purpose here on planet Earth. Why? Because I'm here on planet Earth. There's got to be unity. There's got to be unity. There's no way that this non-existent division of just the most ridiculous things, like everything that's division is absolutely ridiculous, and it's non-existent, and I know that for a fact because I see straight through it. It's amazing, like, how someone this diligent will actually be able to prove and express that and manage that, and just like, oh, like, how's that possible, sort of thing, you know? And I want to explain and express that amazingness. And music does have, like, a huge part of life, in life. And so, like, I just feel like when there's an attitude of absolute brilliance and leadership that has been apparent in terms of what it means to access and actually really approach that new frontier, especially when it comes to dealing with situations such as administrating, disseminating, and allowing the truth to be known. You know, it's that simple, actually. So just the foundation of letting the truth be known. So if you're letting the truth be known, the truth is being known by you spreading it. You know, this truth is being spread by saying, like, oh, here's some higher dimensional consciousness about the truth of unity, for how we can just unify and have, like, all of our spaceships and all of our technology and stuff together, you know? Or how we can just have, you know, and it sounds so amazing because it sounds like I'm the one who's sending all the spaceships, and I'm creating so freaking much, I might as well be. But the point is, I am not, absolutely not siding with anything that has to do with the detriment, the harm, the criminal activities, or any type of slavery. I am not involved in slavery at all. I have no adherence to slavery. I have none. And it's, like, funny, like, oh, I might as well say I'm about freedom and about liberty and about, you know, freedom, right? You know, and defending all that's freedom and good, and defending all that's good and right and light, and supporting the light and being victorious and being a light warrior, and, like, I gotta be all these things, right? I gotta be a light warrior, you know, to impress the people on my team that I want to invite over to my area so that we can learn how to develop and unite with the planet that we live on better, in a better way that's actually in accordance with the higher spiritual evolutionary consciousness of the actual being Gaia that's living and alive and can be communicated with, and the things that we can create can expand into infinity. And there's creation that's happening on higher dimensional levels, and it's like it's happening on all vibrational levels, dude. Like, That's literally what it feels like my job is. It's happening, happening, blah, blah, blah. Like things are occurring, just wake up, do something, be animate, be creative. And that's it. That's what I gotta tell myself. This guy who's got 4 projects and is literally so sick of looking at these projects. Like, just me personally, I cannot look at these projects anymore. I'm so sick of these projects, and I know it's so amazing, and I'm so good, and I'm really excited about them. And that's what I'm trying to say. I know them by heart, but I gotta have new projects, and I need to have new projects, and I inspired myself to have new projects, and I opened the Motor Store, which is exactly what it sounds, and then there's another page that says when it comes to infinity. So the site is called Just Connecting, or it's Just Connecting Stuff, because I was just so out of it, dude. Tell me, trust me, trust me. That's how fast I am. Tell me, trust me. Come on, I don't need to be cyclical with Bowen synchronicity and multi-agriculture. It's just ridiculous. And even though my partners and my architects are absolutely amazing and top-notch and, literally some of the bravest and most bold and expressive can be. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the energy levels of my being, which is literally my being. What's part of my being, part of my vessel, which is attached to me. And it's mine. It's all mine. It's all mine. It's mine. I'm claiming it. It's like mind claim. Mind to conquer, mind to know. So it's all these abilities that I can do, I'm just connecting with the celestial realm because, I'm Wiccan in this spot. See? So I'm just assuming. So that's one of the things I said days ago. I literally just said, stop. I said, stop. I said, for goodness sake, if there's still lies going on about inner Earth, for goodness sake, stop. You have no idea what the fudge you're talking about. And you don't even know the whole truth. So why the fudge would you even talk about it? So, so I'm defending the truth. Now I have to be absolute, I have to be absolutely true. I have to be absolute light. I have to be that being. Because I am. I'm gonna just carry on with Project Lightseed's, unique sort of congratulatory celebration of the absolute success that comes with multi-creationistical teamwork and galactic teamwork and galactic scale events and galactic citizenship. A great exemplary of galactic citizenship. It's very straightforward. Very, very, very straightforward. And if I have to lag because just the truth about the beings and the actual cities, for example, that are in Agartha, and the actual, advanced civilizations that are actually present on this planet. So, I feel like it's weird. It's more powerful and it's also more beautiful, but it's also more true that I care more about the truth than I do about advocating for what's best for all that is. Does that make sense? Because the truth is, I am inspired by the Agarthans because I want to unite. And I want to see with them. I want to see them, just whatever. I want to express that truth. And I can do that in eternity, I can literally do that in eternity, and I can express it through me, I can express it through something else, I can express it through someone else, I can express it through plant life, through Gaia, through cosmic energies, through the Logos, through Adama, through the trees, through the rock, through people. Come on, that's just the truth, and I gotta live with that. I gotta live with the fact that I live with the truth all the time, right? So, imagine how I feel when all of a sudden, I'm going on along in my life, knowing that there's nothing intruding me, nothing stopping in my way, and then I notice that there's people are joining along with this sort of thing, and it's really just my consciousness. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So, and I noticed that there's just these absolute ridiculous lies going on about things that don't even matter. It's just, okay, lies about like the truth of like who we are, or just things that we held on to, like conceptions that we held on to and that are old, and I still have like old conceptions of ancient reality. I still have ancient concepts of the truth. I still have ancient concepts of like, and see, the thing is, there's what is wanted to go into is duality, but I'm not even capable of that. Like, I mean, I understand it, but I'm not even capable of like denying the eternal unified aspect union of all that is. Because I am one with all that is. Like, I am in tune with all that is. Like, in tune enough to know that well, in tune enough to know that there's nothing that's going to stop me. And, like, whoever, like, I can... Okay. I should just be straightforward. There's nothing that's going to stop me in, the remote viewing training, Because I already know how to remote view. And I've always known how to remote view. I've always known that there's that realm of pure, perfect consciousness. And I've known that people have been there. And, and have come back here and are here, And they're like, I know that so well. Like, because I am that. Like, it's not that I just, like, play the part. Like, I actually am. Because I would notice myself saying things that is actually neutral or creational energy. Just pure creational energy. Because it's neither here or there. It's not up or down, hot or cold. It's literally like I'm a part of creation. I'm in tune with everything around me. I'm in tune because I'm not out of balance, sort of thing. I'm not like I love being in tune with all that is, and I'm always going to love being in tune with all that is, and I'm always in tune with all that is. And that's the truth. That exists within me. And I embody that truth. So, like, moving forward, like, if I want to be in higher dimensional and communicate and do anything at all, it obviously has to be from a higher dimensional standpoint, higher consciousness standpoint. And, I've been jumping back and forth between different things, talking a little bit about InfoWars, talking a little bit about serious disclosure, talking a little bit about remote viewing, training, two things, from Stephen Greer, talking about, the psychopaths that run these multinational corporation entity things, enterprises, and just overall, see, like, the things that are there's things in life that actually contain fear, and those psychopaths actually contain fear. I think they contain fear, and they actually embody something I don't necessarily embody within myself. So I know that my purity is literally glistening. Like, I have radiance, I have light that expands from within me, and it's just infinite light that continues to shine. Infinite light. Eternal light. I have eternal light, eternal flame within me. Like, eternal consciousness, eternal, like, God consciousness, like a creator flame sort of thing. The antimatter particles, unity, all that stuff. The stuff I've been saying over and over and over. Archangel Michael level particles, stuff like that. Adamantium. Anyway, dude, I'm just trying to make this easy to explain, which is really just easy to explain to myself because I'm so amazingly complex that it's just absolutely uniquely, sophisticatedly beautiful. Anyway, the point is that, like, come on, like, okay, I know that what I do with Project Lightseed is an amazing success because I'm actually able to create bravery based upon the foundational aspect of limitless nature that I'm able to conjure. So that's like a major aspect of like life. And as you can hear, you can hear the music. You can hear the intensity of my music, for example, and like how into life I am. But I'm actually just into my own creations, sort of thing. But I'm not too into my own creations because, I learned. Trust me. Trust me when I say that I learned or I'm trying to learn the short way, short as possible. But I'm learning the long way. Get it? Learn the long way. I learned the long way to not get too attached to my creations because I created these projects and I just spend so much attention. Or I have so much attention on it and so much inner placement on it and so much like spiritual attention on it that it's omnipresent level. It's omnipotent level, It's omni level. Like, it's just like, dude, I know the consciousness of this, and I know the consciousness of what it can be. And I just know, like, what it isn't, I know all the good things about it. I literally see everything. I see the whole of everything because I see everything as unmanifested. But that's more like 8th dimension, 9th dimension, 10th dimension, 11th dimensional stuff. 12th dimensional stuff. But like, we have, oh gosh. What more is there to say? Obey me. That's like what I want to say. Okay, because like, here's the thing. And I've said this already. The reality has already been created where there's all these homes with 0-point energy devices in them, and nobody's using fossil fuels or electricity anymore because we don't need to. Yay, that reality exists. So I'm asking, what's happening now? If that's the reality that someone else wants, and that's the reality that I want, then what's going on? If that's where just like, that's why I am so in tune with myself. I'm not gonna say like, oh, nothing is ever happening ever. I can't do that. I won't do that. In a way, it's just not true. The thing is, I'm really in tune with the universe and with the cosmos too, and so I'm just noticing like faster things happening with, like, oh, these beings from other worlds are coming over here, and I've noticed beings here on Earth that are saying the same things. Intelligent beings, enlightened beings, and now I notice these enlightened beings talking to other enlightened beings and saying the same thing. Except with the omnipresent, the omniscient mind, which is still the same thing. And still, when it comes to group meditations and stuff, it's still the same thing. What I mean to say is, like, it's all these higher vibrational, united, like, universal peace, consciousness intended contacts, but it's, gosh, dude, how do I explain it? It's more interesting just to have the event. It's just the overall marvel of like what we do. Because the thing is like, it's so weird. We actually have consciousness here that's very, very powerful and very high. And I'm one of those consciousnesses. It's just very, very powerful consciousness. And there's law of attraction. There's actual things coming to this planet. And, there's also artificial intelligence that's interacting, and, we respond, I think that's just, I don't want to say anymore. I think that's basic. I covered all the grounds. Dude. So shout out to the future, at this point, I'm just commanding. Like, I just want to command. Because, like, apparently things aren't happening fast enough. Which, higher consciousness is just like... Dude, okay, so first of all, we're just going to go in gung-ho, you know. Eyes blazing and hearts blazing. And pretty much just like, you know... We're gonna go full. So literally, here's the unique thing that's fun with higher consciousness. Like, shout out to these amazing people, Stephen Greer and Alex Jones. But come on, we're just actually just gonna get to work. So Ericon, do the things that you're doing. That's really awesome. Keep up that work. Just like the t-shirts, those are really awesome. I really like the idea that you have behind those. Continue supporting that idea. I like it. If you want, continue like learning from the language. It's telling you a lot. We're actually communicating and stuff. I'm gonna, you know, of course, pick up the speed and stuff. So what we actually accomplished before, you know, that was super legit and super awesome. Except we're gonna, you know, increase the speed. And you know, I'm not gonna lie. I know I do some really annoying things, and I have some really annoying quirks, and I'm gonna pick up on those. You know, I'm gonna notice those, and I'm gonna pay attention. I'm just gonna have focus on from immortal focus, and we're gonna do multiple factors in terms of, you know, liberty, freedom, and how we can unite and really get this going and communicate. So we'll still do the fun things also, you know, planetary wise. So we'll get it going. We'll have some fun. So that's in the works. And I was going to say something about consciousness. It's just, you know, when it comes to these beings, just continue to work with them. Like Solera, their planet is unconditional love. Their focus is us. So to be honest, like when it comes to like working with like being a galactic citizen, working with the galaxy and stuff like that, it's not that hard to like, you don't have to focus on them too much, because they're actually, their whole focus and their whole project, actually their whole purpose is like Gaia is Earth, is, you know, to their whole joy is all about the unconditional love that's coming through Earth and what we're learning and evolution and ascension. We just need to be ourselves, okay? Now I'm just spewing that out there because I have zero tolerance for the globalists. You know, that's what I'm saying, you know? I have to stand on this foundation of truth as a leader, and I can lead you guys into this new golden age, but I'm not doing it with any type of lower vibrational energies that don't have the types of magics and fun that, for example, my higher vibrational realities provide. So, like, the thing is, consciousness is upgrading, and I want to upgrade consciousness too. I want to upgrade. So that's what's going to happen. We're still going to have some fun with all those things. Lots of open-mindedness and freedom, and we'll get to work and be gung-ho. This is your host, Christopher Michael Curtis Bowen, on this evening, or morning, what the fudge? On this afternoon edition of the Christopher Bowen Show. My own show, it's pretty cool. It's actually really fun. It's really funny. I crack up laughing, just from the joy of it, too. And, it's actually too much to handle. Like, I was literally coughing. But it's just gonna be more fun. You know, there's no... Anything that tells you that there's such thing as disease is a piece of lying poop. There's no such thing as illness. There's no such thing as disease. It's literally non-existent. So anyone or anything that literally says there's such thing as disease is an actually criminal, horrible, evil liar. So just so you know, there's no disease at all on planet Earth. There's no disease, and so it is. With lots of love. I love you all. I love you all so much. I really mean that. Lots of love. I love you all.